If your clients are complaining of period pain, working through period pain, or even skipping sessions with you, this video is going to help you help them reduce period pain by arming you with proven strategies that work. Before I dive into all this juicy info, go ahead, like this video. It really helps me in the algorithm. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that red bell to get the latest in empowering your clients to be the most aligned with their cycle. And if you don't know me yet, hello, my name is Omega Zumpano. I am an exercise scientist, menstrual cycle educator, and the founder of the Confident Menstrual Cycle Coach Academy. And this is one of my personal trainer's students who I got the pleasure of working with. And she used to take 9 Motrin a day to manage her period pain. But now, just using the foods I've suggested, she's been able to reduce her period pain and not be reliant on Motrin at all. Zilch, zero, no Motrin. And the same is possible for everyone out there. So this is how we do it. Such a nerd. Tip 1, increase omega-3s. Omega-3s have been shown to help reduce period pain, and this study on college students. So half of the study took 1,000 milligrams of omega-3s all cycle long as a preventative for period pain, while the control group just took ibuprofen. By the way, 1,000 milligrams of omega-3s is equivalent to 1 ounce of wild-caught salmon or 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. The results were that the omega-3 students had drastically less period pain. But check it out. In the beginning of the study, half of the students had severe period pain. And at the end of the 2-month study, just 2 months, none of the students who were taking omega-3 had severe period pain. It all went from fair to moderate. So the sources of omega-3s that you can encourage your clients to include to reduce period pain are salmon, pasture-raised eggs, chia seeds, flax seeds, and avocado. And remember, these foods are best eaten in small amounts every day. Remember the 1,000 milligrams. Tip number 2, increase fiber intake. Cramps are largely due to high prostaglandins, which are trying to help you release the inner lining of the uterus as we bleed. If you have clients with cramps, you know that sometimes they have to skip sessions because of pain, and ultimately that affects your bottom line. An overproduction of prostaglandins can create cramping, and prostaglandins are produced when there is a high concentration of estrogen. So one way we can help our clients reduce prostaglandins and estrogen by eating more fiber, especially 2 weeks before their period starts. The 2 weeks before the period is set to start is called the luteal phase, and that's when the body starts naturally detoxifying estrogen. Fiber works by taking the toxins like excess estrogen from the liver and transporting it to the colon, where it is then released via a bowel movement. High fiber foods that I always have handy in my luteal phase include sweet potatoes, squash, wild rice, apples, dates, and carrots. Those are just some of my favorite, and these aren't the only high fiber foods, obviously, that work for estrogen detoxification. Brassicas are actually very good, so encourage your clients to find high fiber foods that work best for them. Before I continue on, if you're getting something out of this video so far, please give this video a like, and we will continue on to tip number 3, which is increase your antioxidants. Antioxidants help our bodies reduce overall inflammation that our body deals with. Remember before when I was talking about how prostaglandins help create cramps? Well, antioxidants work to reduce period pain, the period pain causing prostaglandins, and I notice a huge difference in my low back discomfort when I'm on top of my antioxidant game. The antioxidants that I take is tart cherry juice, and I will link to that in the comments below. But other antioxidants that are just as good include colorful fruits and veggies like dark leafy greens, berries, cherries, apples, dates, sweet potatoes, and bananas. Tip number 4, reduce highly saturated food before the period starts. This tip is also in alignment with reducing pain-producing prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are enhanced by estrogen, but we help prostaglandin formation by eating highly saturated foods also. And we do not want to encourage more pain. Can I get an amen? The sad part is that most of us crave high-fat foods prior to our cycle even starting. So before I dive into those high-fat foods that I recommend to reduce before the period starts, know that your client you don't have to be without these foods all cycle long. Advising your clients to start reducing the intake of these foods about 5 to 7 days before the anticipated cramping starts is plenty of time to set them up for success. So high-fat foods to advise your clients to reduce 5 to 7 days before the cycle starts includes foods like bacon, yum, cream, yum, cow cheese, butter, chips, and fried foods. I'm in my early luteal phase right now. The key word here is to reduce, not eliminate. You can advise your clients to replace these foods with anti-inflammatory fats like salmon or lox, coconut, goat cheese, or avocado. So if you as a personal trainer want to go from not feeling confident in teaching your clients how to reduce period pain to becoming a confident menstrual cycle coach to not only help your clients become the fittest, but also the most aligned with their cycle so that they can feel their best in every area of life and in every phase of their cycle, apply for the Confident Menstrual Cycle Coach Academy. This is an application-only academy, and the application process is actually pretty simple. All you need to do is click the link in the description box below, and from there you'll choose a time for an application call. And on our call, I'll ask a few application questions, and together you and I will decide if working together is a fit for both of us. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and if you want to learn how to address anxiety, depression, and mood changes, watch this video on how to reduce high estrogen next. I will see you there. Bye.